So let me tell you a little bit about why I wrote my latest cookbook, Modern Slow Cooking. But first, I need to go back to 2009. So back in 2009, before I was a cookbook author, I had a Thermomix and I really, really loved it. I thought what you could cook from scratch without any skill was amazing. What I didn't love were the recipes available. There were very few of them, it wasn't the kind of food I wanted to eat, and frankly, sometimes they actually didn't work. So I felt like I had this amazing appliance with so much potential, but no way to use it. And I thought, I can't be the only one feeling like this. And that was what set in motion my thermal cookbook career, in feeling like if I'm a customer who wants a beautiful cookbook with photos and instructions, easy to follow, the kind of food that I want to eat every day, I needed to write one myself. So I built a career writing thermal cookbooks. I have 8 now. But the whole time along that journey, I still had a slow cooker. I remember being interviewed a few years ago when my cookbook, Everyday Thermo Cooking, came out, and the host said to me, what do you need other than a thermo cooker? Does a thermo cooker do everything in the kitchen? You need nothing else? I was like, you need a thermo cooker, you need a slow cooker, and you need a toaster. That was the 3 things I said. So I've always cooked in my slow cooker as well as my thermo cooker. I haven't been hugely vocal about this, although I did write an ebook many years ago now, maybe 2016, that was actually also called Modern Slow Cooker, that was combining your thermo cooker and your slow cooker. And I loved that because that's how I cook. Like, I'll do some prep in the thermo cooker and then I'll transfer it to the slow cooker, and Bob's your uncle, right? So the slow cooker has always ticked away and been part of my cooking and my cooking philosophy, but not necessarily, a big focus on what I've shared with you guys. So then fast forward the story to a couple of years ago, and it's my sister Ellen's birthday. And my sister Lauren and I decide to host a big dinner for all her friends. And Lauren's in charge of cooking the lasagna. So she makes these 2 humongous vegan lasagnas using the vegetable bolognese recipe from my cookbook, Thermo Cooker Fresh Favorites. And to do that, she has to make 4 batches of this sauce. And that's 4 batches start to finish, washing the bowl each time, drying it so you can re-chop the ingredients. And I'm watching her do this. I'm like, Lauren, why are you doing 4 batches in the thermo? Why don't we cook it all in the slow cooker? Why didn't you cook it all in the slow cooker? And she said to me, I would have, but there are no good recipes available, especially for vegetarian and vegan. But frankly, almost no good recipes available, period. And that set something off in me, because I thought, again, if this is, my sister, someone that works in food, works in cookbooks, saying, there's no good slow cooker recipes available. I mean, it's like such a lost opportunity, because so many of us have this appliance. Oh, I'm pointing the wrong way. So we have this appliance, right? But without the recipes, it's useless. It's like an iPhone without the apps. How many of you at home have a slow cooker and you don't use it? So what was the point in that, right? So I thought, I have so many things that I do in the slow cooker that are super easy, super tasty, save me heaps of time and save me money. Why don't I share those with you guys, okay? So I did it, I shared it. It's all in here, Modern Slow Cooker, 85 vegetarian and vegan slow cooker recipes. But I just want to stress, even though I did focus on vegetarian and vegan for this book, this is a slow cooker book for everyone, okay? Most of the recipes in there, I feel certain, aren't going to be things that people are going to say, where's the meat, or this is missing something. These recipes are so full of flavor, complex, rich and hearty. There's no missing out. So regardless of your eating preferences, this is a book that you need. It's also super fresh, okay? We've got grain salads in there, where we cook the grains in the slow cooker, and then we mix it with really flavoursome ingredients and, serve it as a summer salad. So this is certainly not just a book, and it's certainly not just an appliance for, winter stews and soups and that kind of thing. Even though, of course, it's great for that. So I suppose what I want to say is my mission has always been to get you guys cooking more often and from scratch. And there is literally 100 benefits of that. I truly believe cooking is life-changing stuff, and we don't give it that much credit. But frankly, we eat 3 times a day, every single day, if we're so lucky. So, to underestimate the impact that can have on your life, your family's life, your community's life, the world's life, that's huge. So I want to get more people cooking, and I think appliances are a really excellent way to make that easier. I call it having my cake and eating it too, because I get the benefits of cooking from scratch, but I don't have all the work. So, this appliance combined with this cookbook really will make your life easier, get you eating more from whole ingredients from scratch. So we're talking like dried chickpeas, dried lentils, those kind of ingredients that frankly in today's kitchens don't get a lot of cooking, but with the slow cooker, it's so easy. And if you've had any of my cookbooks before, or you followed my blog, you will know that if there is an easy way to do something, I am all over it. There is no easier method than what Elise could come up with. So you can be guaranteed that the stuff in here is so easy, so doable, okay? That's what I want you guys to know. If you have a thermo cooker and that's why you follow me, thank you. I promise you there is so much more thermo cooker recipes, accessories, etc. to come from me. In fact, hopefully at the end of this year, we will have another thermo cookbook in this class. But, in the meantime, I want you guys to think about cooking the way I think about cooking. And when the thermo cooker is the best way to do it, that's what I use. But frankly, sometimes it's not the best way to do it. It's not the quickest way to do it. It's not the easiest way to do it. It's this guy, the slow cooker. So if you have a slow cooker, I want you to dust it off. I want you to get this book. And can I just say, this book is 85 recipes combined with a whole host of tips and tricks, setting up your pantry, how to make the most of slow cooking, how to freeze stuff, because when you're cooking in bulk, freezing is really important. I call my freezer Uber Eats, right? You, instead of getting over the Uber Eats app, you open the freezer and provided you've labeled things well, which I highly recommend, you pull out a bolognese, you've got a meal, you pull out a curry, you've got your Indian takeaway, okay? It's super cheap, it's super sustainable, it's quicker, it's easier to heat it up, okay? So all those recipes, all those tips and tricks in this book, only $29.99. And I promise you, if you look at most of the cookbooks on your shelf, probably including some of mine, that is absolutely the best value you're going to find, okay? If you don't have a slow cooker, this is the one I recommend, the Brabantia one. I sell it on my website at elisealexandra.com, and you can actually combine the cookbook and the slow cooker for a discounted price, and you will be all set up to get slow cooking, to eating healthier from scratch, saving time, saving effort. I mean, walking in the door after a day at work and having dinner ready, like labeling it out kind of ready. I don't care how quick anyone else's recipe is, whether it be on the stove or in the thermo cooker, it's never going to be quicker than that, okay? So happy slow cooking, guys.